All right, golfers, welcome to the channel. My name's Danny Malcolm. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Today I've got something completely new. I've got a new toy that's recently been delivered and I'm going to test it out today. Now, I've never ever done any reviews online on YouTube, so this is a first for me. Should be interesting. No idea how it's going to go. I've just hit record and I'm just going to hit some shots with my new toy. So I'm excited to hit it. I've had a couple of shots just before, just to see how it's going. And just to note that I don't play very much. I'm a very, very busy coach. That's my priority. And I do have a very young family, which does take all my attention and all my time, and rightly so. So playing, I don't get to play nowhere near as much as I like. Perhaps once every 1 or 2 months is the best for me at the moment. So bear with me, because I'm sure there's going to be a few stray shots today when I'm testing this new club. But I thought I'd just let you in on the journey and just see what happens anyway. And so I'm going to share what it is. I've just had delivered the new Mizuno ST-Z driver, and you can see it here. A very, very nice looking new toy. Beautiful, beautiful club. And I'm just going to hit a few. We're just going to share my thoughts. And I'm also going to test with my old shaft. So this is a new shaft I've had delivered with this driver, which I think suits me pretty well. But I'm just going to test it with my old shaft as well and just let you guys watch, just see what comes out best. So yeah, let's get stuck in. Not really sure how these reviews are meant to go, but I'm basically going to hit some shots and just see what happens. We'll get some numbers up on the screen and see which shaft might turn out best for me and just give you my thoughts on this new driver. So first, looking at it, I mean, it does look really, really nice. I don't like too much going on when it comes to drivers. I'm a bit more of a traditionalist in that sense. And I love the sort of subtleness in the design on the top, as you can see. So you've got a nice little Mizuno logo here, that kind of different kind of finish at the back there. But again, there's not too much going on. I really, really like that. This is the ST-Z, so it's a slightly bigger profile in the head and just gives that little bit more forgiveness, a little bit more stability. So I'm really liking that look of it. They've also got, I mean, it's a striking finish, isn't it? So you look at that, beautiful, beautiful blue colour. Nice to look at. Of course, we're not looking at that part when we're hitting it, but just when you get that out of the bag, you think, oof, oof, that looks nice. So I'm excited to hit this baby for you tonight. So that Cortex chamber they've got in there. So I'm not going to get all super techie on you, but essentially that's there to take a bit of stress off the face so you can get that kind of maximum trampoline effect. And it's got a stainless steel weight in the front there, which helps keep the spin down as well, which I think is fantastic for me, because I'm generally, I spin ball quite a lot. Hence why you'll see I've got the loft down, I've got low launch, low spin shafts in my drivers. Anyway, let's get stuck into it, guys. So let's see what happens here. These might go a little bit wayward, but we shall have a look. So let's just hit a few. Let's see what comes up. There we go. Oh, it does sound good. It's a really nice sound to that. Really nice feel. It's very nice. Very nice. And you'll see there from my club speed on the screen, it's gone down quite a bit. I used to be at 116, 118 this time last year, in fact, but as many of you might have seen on my last video, a few little hip injuries and what have you, I've had to slow things down a little bit and just be mindful of my body and just adjust a couple of things in my setup and my swing. So for those that saw me last year, you see my swing speed's down quite a bit. Anyway, let's get in again. See if we can get it up just a little bit more without causing any too much issues. Feels really, really nice. Feels beautiful. Sounds lovely in here as well. You can kind of hear the acoustics in the studio. Right, what am I doing there? Hitting a little bit to the right. Let's try and square that face up. Certainly squared it up there. Speed up to 109. Feels beautiful. Oh. hit a couple more. That was leaked somewhat. That is my bad shot. That feels really, really nice. Oof. That feels really nice. So you can see there's some rusty ones. Let's take a little look at those. There's some rusty ones in there. That's a very part-time golfer, full-time coach, full-time dad. So let's look at the averages there on those shots. So we'll see, yeah, that driver's fitted pretty well for me there in terms of, let's look at here, in terms of max carry, max total. Spin's pretty good for what I need. And good launch, pretty good ball speed. Let's see where that was struck. Oof, I'll take that. Yeah, pretty nice launch on that. Obviously dispersion wise, just leaking a few out to right, and that is my bad shot. So I could potentially make some little tweaks to the hosel there, just to change the lie angle and square things up a little bit, get the face a bit squarer. Okay, that felt really, really good. Felt really good. You can see there my club speed's dropped off quite a bit. That was about 10 miles an hour quicker this time last year. So fortunately I'm hitting it out the middle so I can get the maximum almost out of what I can do. Okay guys, so now I'm going to switch that up and I'm going to test out a different shaft. So there I've got the Hazardous RDX Blue 6.5 counterbalance. I'm going to put in my old shaft, which is a little bit stronger. It's the Ventus Black 6X. And that's much more of a lower, even though that's a low launch, low spin, that's an even lower launch, lower spinning shaft. So let's switch that up and let's see what happens. Get on the same setting, so just 1 degree lower, which does open the face fractionally as well. Funnily, I do like to see it sat open at address, even though I do tend to leak the odd one to the right. I do like to see it sat open. It just really appeals to my eye looking at that. If I see it closed, I just feel like I'm going to hook everything too much. That's just a personal thing, so just be mindful of that when you're fine-tuning your drivers, guys. So let's change this tag over. Here we go, take 2. Straight away I can feel that's just a little bit stronger. Okay. Ooh, that's going to go left. There we go. That does feel different. Whew. That's not what you want, is it? Gee, just struggling a bit with that shaft there. Don't feel like I'm doing anything much different, but that's certainly, it's on the same setting. Just really getting that face shut down. Still striking it well. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. Wow, there we go, guys. I think we have our answer in terms of shaft. That's very consistent. So if we just aim down the right side, keep doing that, no problem whatsoever. I'll go one more, just so we've got 5 of each. All right, see if I can leave that face a bit more open. It's already set open, so this is interesting. That was better. There we go. We got one. There's a few good ones in there. There you go. That's a typical part-time golfer there, part-time professional, full-time coach. That last one was much better. To be honest, that was probably, let's have a look, it's probably one of the longest out of them all. Look how consistent those are. Consistently in the bunker. Consistently in the bunker. So that was interesting in terms of shafts. Let's just compare those two, and certainly in terms of spin rates as well. And so obviously with a closed face as well, my spin's going to be lower. Ball speed is a little bit up with Ventus in there. And looking at the spin ratio, you can see the difference there between the two. But again, a lot of that will be, that's with the Ventus black in there, and that's with the hazardous blue. So I'll put a lot of that down to having the face so turned over. So obviously it's going to launch lower, and it's going to reduce the spin as well. So just in terms of consistency there, I'll be looking at maybe that slightly softer shaft in terms of the hazardous, given where my speed is at the moment as well. Give me a bit more control of the face, a bit more aware of where the face is with that particular shaft. Both excellent shafts, but I think for me right now, this is probably a little bit strong where my club speed's at. Perhaps if I get back up to where I was this time last year, then yeah, I could maybe go back to that one there. So yeah, really like that first one. That was good. Let's have a few more hits with that. Okay guys, I've gone back into the hazardous blue here, the RDX blue 6.5, kept it on the same setting. And I'm just going to actually try and ramp up the speed a little bit here. My hips are actually feeling quite good. Let's just see what happens. And again, these drivers are really designed to give a more stable ball flight, still with that bit of workability, but still with that nice bit of forgiveness as well, which I think is definitely definitely what I need for a player that's really not practicing or playing much at all. So it does inspire a bit of confidence to me looking down onto that. Really like the look of that. Really like the look, and the sound is just beautiful, beautiful. And I'm not getting paid to say that. That's it's a really nice sounding driver and feels fantastic through the strike. So let's just play around. I'm going to go 5 more. Really happy with this shaft. Really happy with this setup. I'm just going to see if I can crank the speed up a bit. See if I can crack 110. Nowhere near where I used to be, but let's see what we can do. Yeah, we got up there. There we go. Back to 110. Loving the feel of this. The sound is just beautiful. 110. Ball speed 164. I'll take that. I used to be up in the mid 170s back in the day. These days everyone's chasing speed, and I'm getting a bit slower. Ay. All right, let's try and break 110. .109, not bad. Just feels really good. Just feels really good. The smash factor stayed really consistent up in the high 140s. Let's just see where that one's been struck. Oof, I'll take that one. I wonder if it feels good. Beautiful. Man, I wonder what it's like out the toe of the heel. I don't know, normally that should be pretty easy for me. All right, 3 more. Let's get the speed up. Come on, Danny. Come on, without hurting yourself, just crank it up a notch. Oh. So without hurting yourself. Oof. 111. Whew. Come on. I'm sure people watching here that normally watch some other YouTube channels, you're watching guys swinging it in the 120s. This is maybe more achievable for most of us. All right, 2 more. 111.2 to beat. Oh, Woo! 113. Smash factor going down as I'm trying to crank things up. It's pretty normal. Last one. Am I hitting it? Is it just me, or am I hitting it straighter, hitting it harder? Food for thought. Maybe I spoke too soon. All right, last one, big one to finish. No, I'm not hitting it straighter, hitting it harder. Not on that one. Let's see where they went. Okay. Whew. Yeah, that didn't feel very good. That was a little bit out of toe. That's what happens when you start to crank things up a notch. Let's have a look there. So overall, yeah, my speed certainly went up on that last one, averaging about 3 miles an hour faster than my previous 2 shots. Ball speed went up a little bit, but then my direction maybe started to suffer a little bit there as well. If you look at the tracer, not too bad, a little bit left there. But again, I'll be quite happy with this. That's not the end of the world, a bit of a leaky one to the right. If I can just square the face up a little bit there, that'll be quite nice. The nice one there that came pretty down the centre, that's in a good spot for me there. I'd be really happy with that as a stock shot. Hitting out there at sort of 260, 265. So yeah, just thought I'd video that, guys, as I was running through that. Really nice little test to do. Whew. I'm tired, that is a bit quick for me these days. So ST-Z, very nice driver, sounds beautiful. The main takeaway there is that just sounds absolutely fantastic. Feels really nice, feels really soft through the strike. Nice and traditional to look at, not too much going on. Really like that. So yeah, that's my take on a new toy. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've got any questions on that, please let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, yeah, please like and subscribe. Perhaps, if you'd like, I might do a few more reviews on some other clubs if you enjoyed it. If not, that's cool. I'll stick to coaching tips. But either way, guys, thanks for watching, and speak to you soon.